Hey everybody, it's Eric from the Mature Minded Gamers Group. I'm going to show you my new PC build I'm making. This PC is going to be probably my most high-end I've ever built. Now it's not going to be high-end. It's not going to be high-end for a lot of people. I'm kind of more of a budget gamer, but since I've been doing content creation, I went a little bit higher end than normal for me, and I'm going to show you all the pieces. All this is going to run me about a little over $1,000 to build this. This is not going to include the video card because I'm still waiting to get an AMD 68XT, which are getting released later this week. Hopefully I get my hands on one of those. If you add that in, we're going to be looking at about $1,600 to $1,700 roughly for the complete build. So let's get started. I'm going to break down my pieces. I ended up going with a Corsair 4000D airflow. This is the case. It's got two large 122mm fans already mounted into it and plenty of room to get everything in there and have room for extra fans if heat will be an issue for you. You can pick this up at Best Buy. It runs anywhere between $60 to $80 depending on if you can get it on sale or not. I like Corsair a lot. As you'll see, my next piece here is the Intel AMD. This is the heatsink for the CPU. Really highly rated liquid cooler that only runs about $60. You can grab it from Best Buy as well. And it will do a really good job. I do plan to do a little bit of overclocking. That's why I kind of wanted to go with a water cooler heatsink. Then I also got this power supply. This is a Corsair CX750 series. It's the 750 watt version. This is the bronze 80. So that means that the voltage will continuously supply at least 80% of the suggested 750 watt maximum that it can do. So this is a pretty good power supply. You can pick this up at Best Buy. It runs about $100. Reason I always pick Corsair is because they're really quality products at a good price. They kind of are right in the middle compared to some of the other products, and they've usually been very reliable for me. I haven't had any issues. Next up, I'm going to show you the motherboard. I got an Asus 550A gaming motherboard. This is pretty high-end for me. It allows a lot of overclocking, bells and whistles that I don't normally get with my motherboards. But like I said, I kind of wanted to do a little bit higher end for me. It also came bundled with this AMD Ryzen. And I haven't built an AMD-based computer in over a decade. But these new generations of AMD processors are just really highly rated, and they are very competitive. Before, I always went Intel because I thought they ran better, but I'm really excited to build this one. It's an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X processor. Lots of overclock capabilities if I need it. These two together ran me just over $500. You can buy them separate. The processor was about $300 and the motherboard was about $190, I think. Next up is the ever-important RAM. So before, back in my day, RAM speed wasn't as nearly as important as it is these days with SSD hard drives. Everything moves a lot faster. So RAM is actually more and more important. So you want to make sure you get some of the highest speed RAM you can get for your motherboard. Now this motherboard only supports 3200 out of the box. You can't overclock up and go way above that. And so I bought the 3600 RAM here from Trident. This was 32 gigs and it ran just under $200. And this is the Trident Z Neo. And it's got the latency speed as CL18. So it's right in the middle of the line. It's really good value. It's supposed to work really good with the Ryzen AMD processors. So I thought this would be a good choice for me. And since I'm doing content creation, I'm definitely wanting to get 32 gigs instead of just 16. All right, and last up we have the Samsung. This is the 970 EVO NVMe 2 drive. This one is an internal 500 gigabyte drive you can just put on your motherboard and install it nice and easy. And this is going to be what houses my OS for my computer. I usually like to keep my OS and my games on separate drives. I have a couple other Samsung SSD drives I'm going to use for my game storage. All right, and that wraps it up. That's going to be all the pieces. As I mentioned, the video card I want to get is an AMD 6800 XT. They're not out yet. I'm hoping to get my hands on it to complete my AMD build. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit that subscribe button. Look for some new videos where I'm going to actually unbox some of these pieces piece by piece. And then I'm going to also have a video of me assembling the PC all together. Have yourself a great day.